Hello there, AVP Wargamer here, and I have a collection here of the Biocraft SDL files that I printed. And so I'm going to kind of show you what I've been working on. I've got some sitting over here that I just washed with some Draken Nightshade. So anyways, let me show you what I got. So I'll put a link in the description below of where you can get these STL files. These are Biocraft gaming pieces by Height Studios, and these are sculpted by Jason Height. You can actually download the entire set of STL files for around $65. And he's basically continued what H.R. Geiger left off at. And these are my finished ones that I printed off and painted. And these guys are super easy to paint. There's kind of like an engineer looking creature. I added the clear stand from a Games Workshop model, but everything else is from Jason Height's game. And then here's some tile sections right there. So you can actually make your own game board out of these by putting them together like so. And I've been printing mine in resin. Here's Mother. Gorgeous, gorgeous sculpt. I mean, this guy's amazing. And these files are so worth it. Now, I did have this one misprinted a little bit on the back, so I've been filling it with some plumber's epoxy, which is pretty cheap. I get those. You can get those at like Fred Meyer or Walmart. But it's just a two-part epoxy. You can kind of fill it in. And the cool thing about Biocraft stuff is because of all the Geiger kind of ridges and stuff, you can easily sculpt in some new ridges. And I'm going to kind of show you what I've been doing. This one right here, this is another misprint. You can see it kind of just misprinted on the bottom. So I've been filling in the gaps with that putty. And I'm going to go in with another layer and kind of fill that out. I printed up two of these. These are the death walls. One of them really it kind of messed up in the middle. And same spot as the other one, but you can see even the nose where that was, I just filled that in with plumber's epoxy, and it just filled it right in. So you can see that skull. I kind of made that engineer kind of nose out of the plumber's epoxy, and it's supposed to look, like that. So yeah, I can kind of compare the two. But, they're Biocraft. They're kind of organic looking, and they're really cool. Now there's a thing called the Bygone God, which is this monster. And this one you have to print in several pieces. So I've printed the head so far, but that's about as far as I've gotten. And then the cool thing about printing in 3D is you can kind of scale things up to any size that you want. Now here's some little baby creatures. And I can pretty much glue those anywhere. So I actually printed those separately and glued them onto her like that. And that's kind of where they're supposed to go. Now let's look at what I've been painting. So this stuff's really easy. I just do a black primer, and then I do like a slate gray kind of dry brush, and then I do a silver dry brush, and then I just wash it with like a blue wash. And I like using more of the blackish blue wash, which is the Drakenhof Nightshade by Games Workshop. So this is what I use to kind of douse all these after I paint them silver and gray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to do like a very light silver dry brush over the top, and they'll really pop like that one does. But this is just after the wash. Now this is called an Ancient One. It's a creature that Jason Height made up. And then here's some little sarcophagus. That's drying right there. You can see this little tile section. It's great because you can just kind of slather on that wash, and it creates these really creepy pools of shading. Here's some little risers. Now this, and then here's some little astronauts that kind of came with it. I'm still working on him quite a bit, but I got the wash on there. So that's with the helmet on. This is with the helmet off. So like some human explorer types. Almost Space Marine-ish. But yeah, just gorgeous, gorgeous sculpt on these. And they're sculpted all the way around. Now there's little holes at the top here and on the sides, so you can put like magnets in there. And so you could actually magnetize them like that if you wanted to. Or you can magnetize them sideways like that. Now this is one of the door archways, and it has a little slot right there, so you can actually slide a door in and out. And I had printed a door, but I accidentally broke it. I think I printed a little bit too big. Here's the door. It kind of broke. Hold on, let me kind of finagle this back together. So you can actually slide these doors in and out of that. So you can actually have some like doors that actually move up and down, which is pretty cool. Now here's the Hovercraft, another kind of Geigery vehicle design. They're so alien, it's so cool. So you got these two kind of vehicles. You got this one that looks like the engineer kind of telescope, and then here's more of like the hovery kind of vehicle. So creepy. What does it do? What does it do? Well, whatever you want it to do, you just make it up. Here's a little one I printed, really small. This particular file pops up really small, so what I did is I scaled these guys up to be the same base size as the astronauts, and it worked out pretty well. Some of the files when you download them aren't quite right. You have to scale them up, and the ancient ones were definitely ones that I had to scale up. These guys I didn't have to scale up at all. These guys are perfect for 32 millimeter gaming, and I actually kind of pull up these files first if I ever need to like scale up with any other files that I print, because these guys are perfect size. So anyways, that's what I've been working on. I got lots and lots more files to print up. I've got, more tile sections to print, more wall sections to print, more doors. I want to make an entire Juggernaut ship, and I've got the files to do it. It just takes a long time to print them. And they're kind of expensive because I've been printing in resin. Now, if you guys want to get your hands on these, again, I'm going to put the link to Jason Height's heightstudios.com in below. Or if you want me to print them for you, I can actually, by paying a little bit more money to Jason, I could probably get the rights to print these and sell these. So if you are interested, message me, avpwargamer@gmail.com, and I'll see about getting a license to print these and sell these. And I can paint them up for you too if you really need a commission painter, and it would be cheap for me to print these and paint these for you. So yeah. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this quick video, and I'll come back to you with more videos later.